just got off work. Now heading back to the crib and get some work done. Going to get back, probably make a little breakfast, man, and get back to work. So I mean, from right where I'm located, it's not really like too far from where I live. It's like about maybe a 15, 18 minute drive. Overall, it's a long drive to me when I look at it to be in that perspective. And but ideally, man, my Avenue S going back down and passing by Wiener Schnitzel for that pretzel or hot dog or whatever it's called. But yeah, man, probably going to go to the gym sometime later with my sister, and maybe it's gonna be a leg day, maybe it's gonna be a back day, maybe it's gonna be a an arm day. We'll have to see when we get to it, man. So the drive itself isn't what I'm really fond about, seeing as it's kind of far, man. 18 minutes never used to be a big deal when I first started working, though now it's just like, yo, it's a long drive to and back, man. I'm not gonna lie, long drive. And passing by a lot of these fast food joints like Starbucks, Carl's Jr. to my right, some McDonald's, and so many places can really throw you off balance, man. Throw you off your fitness path if you're not careful. And it really puts into account of the amount of awareness that is necessary. You see, right over there is the McDonald's that is necessary, or a KFC right there. You got to put into account, man, because if you're not careful, like you can really put your fitness goals in jeopardy, all because all because you wanted to partake in some KFC chicken, some fried chicken, or some over-the-counter processed food that typically doesn't have the best ingredients, or let's forget ingredients for a second. Let's just say the most aid towards weight loss. We all know that fried foods isn't going to be the most beneficial, yet we still consume it. You know, look at why is that? You know, maybe it's not so of an important thought to you as to why you're probably still overweight and you can't fit back into your regular size jeans that you used to wear back when you was maybe 2 years ago. The whole goal I want to illustrate is if you're looking to take your physique to the next level and get to a point in your life where there's no more headaches, no more suffering, and you actually feel good, you look good in how you look in the mirror, you want to address that, then you want to address what's going on in your environment when you're out on the road to traveling from work to work, wherever you're going, you want to address that. And I think the more you can address that regularly, like it's gonna create a world of a difference in how you approach weight loss, man. Because if you look at that, it's gonna get you to your goal, man. I'm driving back, and it's no surprise to me how many places literally can just throw anybody off. And I'm looking at these things, and I'm like, yo, if I like ice cream, or if I like to have this sort of thing at this fast food restaurant, I gotta put my own creative spin off on that, yo. Like, make your own twist, be your own creation, man. If you can do that, you're gonna go places, but you won't get much. You won't get far if you don't get creative about anything, man. And that's how I view weight loss. As I'm driving back to to a place called Albertsons. I don't know if any of you guys have Albertsons in your area where you live. It wasn't there when I was in Florida. Yeah, back when I was in Palm Coast, it wasn't there. Then what I can say is like, then yo, it's a it's an interesting store. Those are the store that I would really frequent, only because it doesn't really have much of everything like a typical, Walmart would have. So those are things that I look at whenever I'm going out, going shopping in general. Like, does that store typically have everything that I need for a bulk on and or weight loss kind of budget? Because if it does, best believe I'm going. Best believe I'm going there, and it's gonna be a cool of a ride. On the contrary, your goal should be to get into the best position you can in your own health. So, of course, it would make sense to find a store that typically would have almost, or if not everything that you need. So, you know, your goals aren't really a concern anymore. That's how it should be. That's how I view it. And I'm beyond grateful to be in a place where I live, where like almost any store like is within my near vicinity. So I don't really have to do too much driving towards getting there. So it's one of those things, really, man. As you see me, we got a lot of mountain views in the background. To my left, overall, pretty cool, pretty chill. And that's one of the places that I do like about California, per se, is the whole mountain view itself. And it's like, yeah, it's a cool view, man. It's quite a view altogether, man. Weight loss? Yeah, weight loss is your goal, yeah. So you want to do everything in your power possible to find ways to dial in your nutrition, because that's what's going to get you the result. The result, you toning up. The result, you dropping fat, get off for good. Doing it in a way which requires sustainability, requires you to be truthful, brutally objective about what's going on in your life, and manage how much you're putting in versus how much you're putting out. That's all that it is, man. That's all that it will like ever be. Weight loss is a very simple process. A lot of us overcomplicate it for many reasons. It should not be overcomplicated, but it is, and that's weight loss. And if you're looking to keep off that weight for good, man, like this is the channel you gotta be into, man. Like there is no other channel with weight loss, consistent weight loss, that'll get you to your goals other than this channel right here. Definite, indefinite. So now I'm like, now I'm at 5 minutes away from the crib, 5 minutes away from home, 5 minutes away. Yeah, these drives, man, like you do this every day, you get bored of it fast, real quick. You can realize, why are you even doing this to yourself, man? I mean, if there's one thing that I truly believe, well, don't even want to say believe in, that I can confidently say is like, if you're waking up for work and not to be up on your own time doing your own work, and that's something that I disalign with. It's like, if I'm going to wake up in the morning, it's going to be off on my own accord, knowing that I have complete will, complete control of my time, my life. That's something that I stand ground on. Working for other individuals is something that I've never really had a huge or significant interest in, because why am I going to work for someone else for the rest of my life and go in a facility, and it didn't make sense to me. The sheer thought of doing that didn't make any sense. So even we all gotta work from time to time to make ends meet, or whatever the case it is. Man, at the end of the day, man, I view it strictly as a means to an end, as a means to an opportunity. That's why I view like jobs as ways and means to finance an opportunity or venture. That is it. That is it. And I think that's how jobs should be looked at. Not a ways and a means, as something you should keep for the rest of your life. It just isn't. But the mountain views here, man, is something else. It is something else. It is something else, man. Yeah, by the stoplight now, going straight down. Going straight down. Yeah, going to turn over, heel. But yeah, man, get up after your goals, man. Go after it and get it done. If you're the kind of person who's looking to take your physique to the next level, become better in life, every way of life imaginable, and really just find that level of motivation or inspiration that's going to change your life, this is the page you're going to want to tap into. This is the page that's going to get you to the result of not only changing your life, but getting you to the next level in consistent time. Go follow, go subscribe, man, and be on the lookout for more videos just like this that's going to elevate your overall quality of life in every which way imaginable.